Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, and welcome back to a new project. We have named this project Project Zach. This is a bargain. This is the second cheapest car I've ever bought. This car is from Copart. The reason it's the second cheapest, the bid price was the same as the cheapest, which I had a few years ago, and the only difference is that this costs more because Copart's fees have gone up. That's the only reason. So the second cheapest car from Copart. At the end of this video, I will reveal how much it cost. Let's go with the walk around. I was going to say the day one. This is the walk around on Project Zach. Let's go. So here we are, Project Zach. A very dirty 1.2 lounge, manual, petrol, the usual thing. It's come from Copart in Rochford. Rochford is the place where they stack them up. So I don't know whether this has been stacked or not, but it is very dirty, as you can see. I will show you in more detail. Obviously. So we have no number plates on this. This is a stolen recovered, not described as, but stolen recovered. They describe it as being vandalised. It is partially stripped, which all will be revealed very shortly. It's got parking sensors, factory parking sensors, which is quite unusual. This is a 2010 car. Now I don't normally buy cars this old, but I thought we'd have a punt on this, because it should potentially be a very quick turnaround. There's always going to be the odd surprise. I've already come up across two odd surprises, neither of which are particularly bad, but one of them has costed me a bit of money. However, it still potentially is a good car. Let's start off at the rear and we'll show you the damage, of which there isn't any, so to speak. So, as you can see, now, the main issue, not the main issue. One of the issues is that it's solid. I've opened it from inside just so we can open it in a minute, but that's solid. So that may be because there's two little rods, one there, two little metal rods about the thickness of a pencil lead, and they move to one side. And all you've got to do is tap them back. Now that might not be the reason for it not working, but sometimes is. The fact that it's solid, doesn't move up and down, doesn't click or anything like that, that could be the reason. If not, I've got one of those, so I can swap it over. It's not a problem. Hopefully it's not the hatch wiring. It is, say, 2010, so potentially, you know, could be the hatch wiring. There's no other strange things going on the car, but we'll see. Only time will tell. Haven't climbed underneath yet. I'm sort of expecting that rear beam to be the usual sort of, you know, rusted, but MOT history shows, you know, the usual sort of what they always say is they're corroded but still, you know, not weakened. That sticker's going to have to come off. That's Glen Hopkins sticker. That'll have to come off. It is white, obviously, although of course it could be brown, based on what we can see at the moment. Coming over this side, we have no damage at all to this rear quarter. We have got, I won't show you every tyre, but we have got what looks like almost brand new tyres all the way around. I thought I was going to have to replace the front one, because on the MOT history, it failed its last MOT. So the MOT was in October last year, 2024. It failed the MOT because of a cut in a tyre, driver's side. It then passed its MOT. So it failed with a cut in the tyre on the driver's side, and it had an advisory of a cut in the tyre on the passenger side. When it was re-MOT'd, it passed the MOT, but it still had the advisory for that tyre. So they all look new, all of the tyres. So we will obviously inspect that tyre to make sure that that isn't the old one that's got a cut in it. If it is, we'll replace it, because obviously we don't want a tyre with a cut in it, basically. So yeah, there's no damage. As you can see, absolutely filthy. Don't know how long it's been at Copart for. We'll have a look at the sticker in a minute. Some dirty, awful bird poos on it. But luckily we can get that all jetted off very shortly. Wheels good, no curbing on that wheel. Coming down this side, no damage to the door. We've got the nice chrome mirrors. That wheel looks all pretty good. That tyre is almost new. It's a cheap one. Not much in the way of curbing on it, really. A little bit, maybe a little bit, not a lot. As far as I can see, the windscreen's okay, but it's so filthy, I don't really know. Coming around to this side, you can see I'm avoiding the front at the moment, so we'll come to that. Coming around to this side, the window's down. Oh, actually, I reckon this. Oh God, I didn't realise this. I hadn't seen this. Door's bent. Look at that. I wound that window down earlier when the car arrived. That's obviously how they got in the car when it's been stolen. Quite common this. That will be repaired. I'll bend that in within the next half an hour. Pickup date 4th of March. So it's been at Copart for quite some time. Today is the 10th of April. So it's been at Copart almost a month, hence why it's so filthy. Only saw it come up on Copart the once, and I won it. So yeah, we'll get that bent back in very shortly. If it doesn't work for some bizarre reason, which I'm sure it will, we'll change the door. But I think it will, it normally does, and that's obviously why the glass is going inside, because the door's bent. So we'll sort that out. We did that on the Bath recently, which was bent up here. It's not an issue. Not an issue at all. Quite easy to do, as you've seen me do before. So door wise, no damage to the door. No damage to the rear quarter, no damage to the wing. I did miss the wing around the other side. Let's go back round here. We have got a slight dent here, which I didn't know. I will do my best to pull that out. I don't want to replace this wing, if I can help it. So I'll do my best with the old glue to pull that out. It hasn't cracked the paint, so we'll do what we can. Right, let's go on to, I was going to say, I keep wanting to say the damage. There is no damage apart from that. That's the only damage. That. And obviously what we've just spotted on that door. Didn't see that in the pictures. I'll have to look back at the pictures and see if you can see that, because certainly wasn't pointed out, that's for sure. Right, let's show you the issue at the front. You might have already seen it in off to just out of frame on here, but let's show you. Right, this is how it's been delivered to me this morning. So we have no bonnet, no bumper. The foam piece on there has gone. Both wheel arch liners. This has been driven around somewhere, probably without the bumper on, and that has been flapping around, hitting the tyres. God knows why. Same goes for this one. This one's even worse. So I'm pretty sure I've got a driver's side. I bought a passenger side because I know I haven't got a passenger side, but I think I've got a driver's side in the garage, in the shed at the bottom of the garden, rather. Cam belt appears to have been done because the sticker is completely gone. We'll get inside in a minute and show. Actually, I can't do that because the battery is completely knackered. It's the wrong battery for a start. It's not a stop-start battery. It is the wrong battery. It's a little one, but it's completely dead. I even struggled using my my jump starter. The driver from Copart his wouldn't even work. I managed to get it started using mine. We do have a key, one key. We'll show you on the inside in a moment. I'm not going to be able to show you the dash all lit up because it won't light up, and I've put me pack away. I'm going to try charging that battery. However, it is the wrong battery. I've just gone on to Tanar and ordered a new one, which I think was 82 quid, an X-side one. Really good price Tanar batteries. There's no damage here. The only damage there is, apart from this arch liner, is the horn wire contacts have come out. So I'll either try and push those back in, or I've got horn plugs with wires on the end, so I'll just solder a new one on. Apart from that, everything else is okay, I think. We've got the DRL cables hanging down. Yeah, it is on that one. No damage. It's not a crashed car. As I say, this is a stolen car which has been stripped, and this is it. That's the damage. That's what's missing. I've got a bonnet. It is a temporary bonnet and it is white, but it's got lots of chips in it. It came off of a previous car, and I've just kept it for when I need one that I need to paint that I can use. So it's got lots of chips. I think it it was a self-painted one by somebody, and it's just really crap, and it's sort of chipping off in loads of places. So I've just kept it. There's no dents in it as such, I don't think, but it's white, so it will go on fine. I have got an old white bumper which has got like pushed in various places, which I was going to get rid of, but I decided to keep it exactly for this. I can't put this out on the road, unfortunately, because it's got no number plates, being a stolen car. There is a number plate in the boot, actually. I did look in the boot, which I haven't shown you yet, but it was it must have been a private plate of some sort, unless it was the fake plate that was on it. But yeah, the actual registration, I've ordered plates, and I'm hoping, I ordered them on the day I bought the car, so I'm hoping they're going to actually come today, because I want to be able to try and get this out on the road today, be able to park it outside. I'm just quickly going to explain to you the situation with Copart and how I came about this car, and then we'll show you the inside. So I saw this up, and it was at £0, so I thought, you know what, let's watch it. And we watched it. I'll come on to right at the very end about how much we paid, but I won this car. Today is the Thursday. I won this car on Monday. Yeah, I won this car Monday. I paid for it on Tuesday, late Tuesday afternoon. Because it came from Rochford, I got them to deliver it. And they charge £100 plus VAT from Rochford, which is cheaper than I would get it from a transport company. And you're in the lap of the gods when it gets delivered with Copart. I was expecting it, you know, sometimes I've waited a week, I've waited 2 weeks, I've waited over 2 weeks in the past. One relatively recent car, I woke up one morning, drew the bedroom curtains, and there was a car parked outside. You know, I've got double yellow lines right outside my house. It was there. God knows what, and that was at 7 o'clock, so God knows what time it got delivered. Keys were put through the letterbox. So, driving home from work, I was at work yesterday, I got a call from Copart, lady at Copart saying, we're aiming to deliver your car tomorrow. And she was asking me about the road. So I told her, you know, in the past they had brought the transporters down, and she said, well, because you're out of our normal area, we'll be on a transporter. So I said, get him to give us a call when he gets here, and I'll come down. I've got an emergency starter if need be, because it's stolen recovered. Obviously the ignition's gone. I've got an emergency starter, so we can get it started, and I can drive it down the road if necessary. So she said, yep, okay, no problem. Might not be delivered. Just have to tell you that we're hoping to tomorrow, but it might not be for another 5 days. So that's fine, which is what they told me once before. Driving home from work, just after 5 o'clock, I get a call, the driver, I'm delivering your car tomorrow. Can I deliver it between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning? He said, yeah, that's absolutely fine. This morning, I got a text from him at 6 o'clock this morning saying, I'll be there, ETA 7 o'clock. 5 to 7, he pulls up, and here it is. We've got it started, we've got it down the driveway. That's it, that's all we've done, nothing else. So they delivered it within 2 days of me winning it. Unheard of, absolutely unheard of. So I'm quite pleased about that. Let's show you the inside. Part of the inside I don't really like, and I'm not really sure what to do with it, whether to leave it or, I don't know. You can be the judge of that. I'm tempted to leave it, I don't know. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right. You probably can't see inside because it's so filthy, but this is what I'm not sure about. That leather is worn. Now I have got some red dye. I think I used it once before on red leather seats and it was marginally successful. I'm not sure if it's the right red really. Bearing in mind this is a 15-year-old car. Let's see if we have got any power. No, nothing. it's done just 70-something thousand miles. So, you know, considering it's a 15-year-old car, obviously it's below average mileage. So yeah, the red leather, the back's all right, I think. Oh, is that a rip? That might have. If that's a rip, that's answered my quick. No, it's mud. I've got no documents with this car, unfortunately, which is quite often the way with Copart, of course. What's this bit of paper in here? A bit of paper in here, just to see if it's anything to do with the previous owner. No, it's a parking ticket or something. Let me just open it up. Might be a petrol receipt. Yeah, it's a petrol receipt. Shell in Palmer's Green in North London. Is that North London? I think so. Palmer's Green, I think that's North London. Yeah, no documents at all, you know, no service history, nothing like that. So I'm going to try and track that down. I say MOT till October. But yeah, don't like these seats. So I may change them, I may not. Thing is, if I change them, I've then got to sell these, so I've got to store them, hope that someone buys them, or get rid of them, or give them away. I suppose it depends how much I can, if I can repair it decently. And so I have got, I've got it in the garage here. Yeah, it's here. This is it. This is what I used before. No, it's not really the right colour, don't think, but we'll give it a try. Acrylic paint, wine red. But I'll try it, see how it comes out. I say it's a dye. Is that it? That is it, isn't it? Acrylic colours, premium wine red. Is it a dye or is that a paint? It should be a dye. Yeah, I'm sure that is the one I used. It's been on there ever since. But yeah, let me just show you on the inside. So I can't power it up in a minute. So ignition destroyed. That isn't there as usual. The top and bottom cowlings have been ripped off. That one's been broken, but I can glue that back on. I'm not sure about the bottom ones. The screws are still in here. What is that? I don't know where that's come from. Nothing in there. A piece of paper. Another receipt from Asda's. All the buttons are there on stereo. These all work okay. No, yeah, that one's all right. Sunblind. These are all okay. Steering wheel's okay. There's no chips out of the steering wheel, just needs a bit of a clean. The speedo does work. I haven't obviously tested it to see, you know, with the indicating thing. Can't do that at the moment. Obviously we will do that at some point once we get a new battery in it. It's got Blue and Me. We've got the Windows thing down here. So bearing in mind 2010, it could be on the cusp of the old version 1 Blue and Me, or it could be version 2, because it was 2010 that they changed it. So it has got Blue and Me, but I don't know whether it's the old version or the new version. The old versions, when they break, tend not. They're the ones that tend not to repair. They do repair sometimes, but not always. So I might have to put one in. Luckily, I have got a spare version 1, if it is a version 1. Obviously, I won't know that until I get it out, if I need to do that. The reason I'm saying that is because the mileage is flashing. But that could be because the battery's knackered, so a proxy alignment might sort that out. Let's show you in the boot. So I can't really show you anymore. I'll have to wait until the next video to show you all this bit here. But let's show you in the boot and see what we got in there. There's a few things knocking about in there. We have got the ring. So basically all we did to get this car started, I'd had my emergency starter, but I didn't need it. So you couldn't see this in the picture. I'm pretty certain that this, in the picture, and I'll put the picture on the screen now, it's just that empty wire. You couldn't see that, the ring. So I thought that's why it's showing that, unless it was maybe, no, it wasn't like that. When the car was delivered, the key was tucked in there, and that was tucked in there as well. Don't quite know why they did that, but I'm pretty certain it was that wire that was just hanging down without the ring on. So I thought probably sitting in the footwell somewhere is the old ignition barrel, but it doesn't appear to be here, which is quite unusual. They normally are. So all I needed to do was hold the key in there, because that reads the chip, and then turn that, and it started. So Copart hadn't done that, so it was down as non-starting, non-driving, which is good. For me, it's good. Let's it's quite damaged, that door, isn't it, where they've got forced a screwdriver in there. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to touch the paint up, and I'm going to bend it. But apart from that, I'm going to just leave it as it is, and then we'll sort that out as well. We'll just touch that up. You know, it is a stolen car. It is damaged. I will repair it as best I can. If I can't do it good enough, and I think I will be able to, normally can with this because they are quite flimsy, then as I said before, we'll get a new door. Not a problem. Right, in the boot, as I say, that's knackered. We can't get that up. So we have the all-important back shelf. Oh God, look at the wiring. Oh no, look at the wiring. It's already, you can see it broken there. Or worn, maybe not broken, but worn. So we'll have to sort that out one way or the other. Yeah, not surprised really. 15-year-old car, it's on the original, isn't it? So we'll have to do that, I think. We'll have to probably buy a loom and fix it, or I might do a temporary fix on it. I don't know. This is going to be a cheap car, so I don't know how far I'm going to go with that. We'll think about that afterwards. Right, in the boot we have a steering lock, which presumably wasn't on the car, hence why it was stolen. We have an old number plate. That's not the number plate that the car is. So we'll have a look. We'll see what that is actually. I'll stick that into the DVLA website and see what that is. See if it is actually even a Fiat 500. So we got that. We got that, which we can fix. So we'll take that other bit off and fix. We've got a nice leather tissue thing. I might as well keep that. Put that in the car. We got that bit off the bottom one, which is here, which is a little bit broken, but not too bad. We should be able to glue it back together. If not, we'll have to get one of those. And that's the bit that goes with that. And what we have here is a heated seat cover. So I'll try that out. Obviously, leather seats, cold in the winter. So the driver of this, the owner of this, obviously bought themselves a heated cover. Don't know if we've got a spare wheel or not. Yeah, we have. I'll tell you what I haven't seen is a locking wheel nut key. We'll have to look for that. Actually, we'll look and see if it's got locking wheel nuts. I'll take one of the things off and have a look, because it certainly ain't in the car. So we might have to buy one of those, annoyingly. We'll have a look in there as well, just in case. So that's it, really. I say the reason it's called Project ZAC is because the last 3 digits of this is a ZCK, or ZCK if you're American. So that's it. There's your walk around. Let me tell you about the price. Okay, price-wise, I think it was just me and one other person bidding. As the auction started, it was £175, and I won it for the princely sum of £300. £300 was the hammer price. When I won a car for £350, oh God, 5-6 years ago, it was £450 out the door. This was £540 out the door, so fees have gone up £90. So £540, I got Copart to deliver it for £120, so that's £660 out the door delivered, £660 delivered. So that's not bad, is it? As I say, I bought a decent bonnet. Couldn't get a front bumper in colour for a decent price in a decent condition. People are asking stupid money for white, common front bumpers, whether they've got trim on them or not. Stupid money. There was one bloke, he even made me an offer because I added it to my watch list. He's selling one with a dirty great split, right, sort of just to the right of the bottom grille, completely split in half, the bumper. And he was trying to sell that for £149 plus £50 delivery. Who the f is going to buy that? I've thrown away better bumpers than that. It was absolutely rotten. So what I've done is I bought a brand new bumper, which I'll paint. But I say for the time being, I've got that bumper down in the garage, which we're going to get on in the next video, day 1. So I don't envisage there being that many videos in here. So £660 delivered. I bought a bonnet, I bought a bumper, I have bought a wheel arch liner, battery, what else? Can't remember, there is a couple of other bits and pieces. I always allow for servicing. I've checked the oil already, the oil's virtually brand new, so I don't think it even needs a service. As I say, we will try and track down the service history if we can. We normally get some of it. Try and do that. I might have to buy a locking wheel nut key. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Don't know about brakes until I get the wheels off. We don't know whether the brakes are any good or not. Don't think there's anything else. Seats wise, decide what to do with those seats. I can get a set of facelift seats. The last set of facelift seats I bought, 125 quid for cash. So if I can get another set of those, I might just do that. It's worth it, I think. I might speak to the fella because he's not that far away from me either. So I think I might do that. So I think we'll wrap it up now. That's day 1. Not day 1, sorry. That's the walk around on Project ZAC. Join me for the next one. We'll get the bonnet on. We'll get the bumper on. We'll get it sorted out. And get it parked out on the road for the time being until we can get on with it and get it finished. And then I've got people waiting for this type of... I'm not sure what I'm going to sell it for yet. It depends how well it looks once it's clean and so on. And yeah, not sure. I'm thinking around the £2.5 mark. It is a Cat N, by the way. Even though there's no damage to it as such, it is a Cat N. But I guess that door is enough to make it a Cat N, isn't it, really? Yeah. So stolen recovered, Cat N, 70-ish thousand miles. It's 74, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. 2.5, 2,750, something like that, I think. Should be all right. So it should be a nice little profit in it, and it should be a quick turnaround. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, it's completely free to subscribe. Click on that button above, not above, it's down there. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, give us a thumbs up, of course, if you like this video. Really helps the channel, getting it out there. As always, thanks for watching. Until the next one, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.